Hello everybody, this is Sebastian Furtado and welcome to my channel. Today I will be talking about Frenchy Lavande from Guerlain. Um, it is the new name for a perfume that already existed in the brand. It was called Le Frenchy. Le Frenchy. I don't know how to say it exactly. It used to be part of the Parisian collection, I believe. Parisien, I believe. It was the collection that was for the male market. They were all marketed for male, and this is quite interesting. It's a very interesting take on lavender. Um, the color of the liquid is beautiful. Let's start off with the presentation. It's quite beautiful. This one I chose to decorate. So this is the decoration I chose for this specific bottle. And the cap, I chose a ornamented cap. The one, this is with a bee. It's hand embroidered. Apparently only 500 caps with this bee were made, and once they're sold out, that's it. So yes, let's start spraying it. I must say that about half an hour ago I did spray my hand just so I can have a better idea and to tell you of the dry down half an hour in kind of idea. This is quite fresh. I have to spray here too so I can compare. And for those who wonder about the price, all of the perfumes from this collection, meaning the new rebranding of this collection, they're coming in two sizes as mentioned before, 100 ml, which is this one, and 200. I live in Canada, so the price in Canada it's 430 Canadian dollars for the 100 ml and $631, if I'm not mistaken, for the 200 ml bottle. And this cap, for being a limited edition, it cost some extra. This cap was $180. It's quite expensive, I know, but it's really pretty, and it's something that, if you put it into perspective, that this is a bottle that is refillable, and meaning you can have this bottle forever, and the cap is also transferable. You can put this cap onto another bottle if you feel like. So it's not like something you would buy and not use it. There's lots of use for this, and it's quite pretty. So yes, what do I get here? It's funny, I don't get a lot of lavender actually. It's very fresh. There's a lot of bergamot. I get a lot of petit grain. It's quite green. It's like a very strong cologne, meaning comparing to colognes from Guerlain, even I would say something like cologne de parfum. No, not cologne de parfumeur. Eau de cologne impériale. If I were to compare it to anything else, that would be it. It's like that style. It's super fresh, very green, and I don't get a lot of lavender actually. I get a lot of verbena, verbena, say however you want. It's quite green and fresh on my skin, and a lot of verbena. A lot actually. Um, the lavender, I would say it's mostly because it does have a floral touch in here, and I would say that would be the lavender, but it's not. And the lavender here is not a note that comes right on my face and say, "Hey, I'm the lavender. I'm here." It's mostly, around, giving its presence in a very subtle way, because on my skin, I can speak for my own experience. The verbena and petit grain and bergamot are much more powerful than the lavender in here. Yeah, it's verbena. I get a lot of verbena. So to me, this would have been Frenchy verbena because I do not get a lot of lavender on my skin. I haven't smelled this on other people. I have to, because there's something I must say that I'm pretty sure all of you are aware. Perfumes change, and it can be drastically from person to person, and depending where you are, where you're from in the world, it can change even more. I have a coworker. I brought a few perfumes to work one day, a few samples, and I wanted her to try some. I put Iris Ganache on her, and it did not work. It didn't even smell like the same perfume that I'm used to. It smelled completely different on her skin, in a way that we looked at each other and said, like, "Oh, this doesn't smell good." So she actually she picked up a wipe that was there, like sanitizing wipe, and she had to scrub it off her hand because that's how bad it smelled on her. And it's just a fact. Perfumes will smell differently from person to person. It depends on what you eat. Also, your perception may vary very, very widely depending where you're from in the world, what you grew up eating. Like, I'm originally from Brazil, so tastes to me are different than how my husband, who's Canadian, born and raised, perceives them and tastes them. So yeah, it's quite interesting. So I'm saying that I get a lot of verbena, but lots of people may get the lavender that's in here. And yeah, it's just a personal thing. It's just each person has its own personal connection with perfume, which is the beauty, and perceives them in their very own unique way, which is a thing that I love too about perfume. It's extremely subjective, and I love that. Yeah, now there's something woody that's coming. Okay, it's quite different from this one. Like, the dry down changes quite a bit. It's more woody in the dry down. This is on my left hand. I applied half an hour ago. Okay, now I get more of the lavender. Half an hour in, that's when the lavender starts coming out more on my skin. And it's woody too. It's beautiful. I remember I didn't really like Le Frenchy. Le Frenchy, I don't know exactly how to pronounce that, because Le is French, but Frenchy sounds kind of English in a way. But I'm not sure if you're 100%. If you know, please enlighten me. Yes, the citrus in the opening from the right hand fades away drastically, like the verbena, the petit grain, bergamot. It's all much more subtle. Half an hour in, and again, and the lavender starts coming out, accompanied by this woody touch that it's quite beautiful. I think this is quite unisex. It's very unisex. It's in the style of an eau de cologne, but it's not. It's an eau de parfum, and I haven't really given this a full wear. I think I got this bottle yesterday. It arrived yesterday, so this is my second time trying it. And yeah, I love the dry down. The dry down is really, really beautiful. I'm going to read to you what Guerlain says about this perfume on the website. It says, lavender ascends ever higher until eventually soaring away upon a breeze of freshness that is typically French. Frenchy Lavande plays upon duality to astonish all the more with citrusy notes of verbena, yeah, accentuated by bergamot, lemon, and petit grain, creating tension with the lavender. A lot of tension. Meanwhile, the verbena base obliges certain elegance. Frenchy Lavande is the new name of Le Frenchy. There's more. There's a little bit about the lavender itself. The lavender used by Guerlain blooms in the south of France, in the region of Drôme Provençal. It is harvested in summer, then steam distilled on site in order to obtain its essence. This lavender gives Frenchy Lavande its aromatic, floral freshness, first brought to the spotlight in 1853 with Eau de Cologne Impériale. Lavender has since assorted itself with the house's most iconic trails. In the perfumer's words, this lavender verbena duet, formerly known as Le Frenchy, echoes a similar composition written by Aimé Guerlain in 1872. I have made it more modern, sophisticated, and urban with the presence of tonka and vetiver. Thierry Vasseur, Guerlain, master perfumer. And there's a lot more that I just seen here, and yeah, you should give it a read if you'd like to. And do I get tonka? I'm not getting a lot of tonka. Maybe later we'll get a little bit sweeter, I don't know. But my final words about Le Frenchy is it's very herbal, very green, very fresh, slightly floral. So, and in the dry down, half an hour in, I can speak at least. It's slightly woody too. The freshness still stays. It's still here. It's still quite fresh, but it's a little bit more. Not mysterious, because I don't think this is very mysterious, and actually mysterious at all. It's very easygoing, very it's pretty clear what it does. I don't know if it's because I read tonka or because I'm actually smelling it, but it's now a little bit sweeter. Perhaps it's the tonka. I don't know. But I will give this more wears, and I will talk probably more in depth if I feel that I have to in the future. But yeah, it's pretty much this. It's a beautiful perfume, perfect for summer. But I'm not one who likes to categorize perfumes by seasons. I literally wear whatever I want whenever I feel like. This summer, actually, I was very surprised by Shalimar Parfum when I wore it in a very hot day. I got beautiful, different aspects and sides of Shalimar that I hadn't got before. The bergamot was so much louder in the heat, and the sweetness that exists, the vanilla also was much stronger than I normally get in colder days when I wear Shalimar Extrait de Parfum. So yes, this is Le Frenchy. It's a quite beautiful perfume if you like freshies. It's a freshie, but it's not at the same time, because now it's adopting this woody side that's quite beautiful. So yes, this is my take on the Frenchy, and I hope you liked it. If you do, consider subscribing, consider leaving a thumb up, and if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you will be notified of my future videos. And yeah, thank you so much for your attention, for your time, and I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, night, day, wherever you are in the world. And the world needs more beauty lovers. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.